Hi, I'm Brant Burgess and this is Paul Wyatt. Together we're going to introduce to you a new concept in wine delivery. If you're a restaurant owner or a owner of a wine bar or even a home winemaking enthusiast, you're going to be really excited to see what we're going to show you. Paul, tell us just a little bit about these.
Thanks, Brant. Well, basically we have two barrels here. The concept on the two are basically the same, with the delivery systems in the two being a little different. Now if I could, I'll step around front here and show you the difference in the two. All right, thanks, Brant. As I said here, we have two different barrels with us today. As you can see, they're a little different in size. The larger one here, which this is a solid oak barrel, actual oak wine barrel, that's been modified to accept our 5-liter wine bag. Now if I could, I'll just open this up and show you how this does. The spout on the wine bag, we have a mechanism here that's been made to accept the spout. Simply place it back in the lid here. Lines up and fastens. And then you simply have to pull the handle here to dispense your wine into your glass. Now there may be a little leftover wine in the spout there that's easily cleaned up. All right, here's our second barrel. As you can see, it's a little smaller and it's about 10 pounds lighter than our first one. And it takes up a little less space on your bar. Again, the dispensing mechanism is a little different. Take out basically the same bag with a different dispenser on it. This bag just lays in there the same way, but rather than fastening in the lid itself, it rests on the bottom portion of the lid here. And then this will put the second half back on top. And again, the dispensing mechanism is a little different, where we had to pull the lever on the other one. This one you can do one-handed by simply pushing the glass in on the bell here and dispensing your wine. Now you may be asking yourself, what's the advantage of buying a 5-liter bag of wine? And now I'm going to let Brant further explain the benefits of that.
Thanks, Paul. As Paul was telling you, there are certain advantages that you have for these wine dispensing systems. The first one, especially if you're in the restaurant business, you're very interested in cutting down your wastes. How much wine have you poured down the drain because you had a half-empty bottle of wine that wasn't served and became oxidized? That's not going to be a problem with this system at all. The wine stays in an oxygen-free environment. It's in the bag and it doesn't hit the air until actually you serve the glass. So a bag of wine like this, I've had them open for 2 weeks and they were fine. So there's no problem about that. The second advantage that you have with these wine dispensing systems is that you have much less of a carbon footprint than before. Think about all the bottles, the labels, the corks that go into what it normally encompasses a wine service. Well, now you don't have to worry about that. The only disposable thing that you have is the wine bag, so much less carbon footprint. If you're wondering about the types of wines that you can serve here, obviously we've been serving red wine today, but these can serve white wines. All you need to do is get one of those freezer packs, put them one on top of the bag and one on bottom of the bag, and it'll easily keep the wine cool for an entire evening service. Of course, the other thing that you're interested in if you're the owner of a restaurant or a bar is the economics. The price per glass to serve from these systems is much less than it would be. Now, think about the 5 liters. What is 5 liters? It's really about almost 6 3/4 bottles of a standard 750 milliliter size bottle. So you're going to get lots of pours out of this before you have to change out the bag. And think of the time that your service staff is going to save. No longer are they going to have to go to the shelf, pick out the bottle of wine, uncork it, and then serve it. Now, everything's here in this system. To dispense, you just pull the handle, or on the other one, you just push the bell, and it's served. There's no waste of time. We're all familiar with the restaurateur bringing the dessert cart to your table after the meal is finished. Well, how about this for an idea? Why not bring the wine to your customer? Even if you're just pouring a taste, it's a great idea and a wonderful profit maker for your restaurant.